We're absolutely delighted to welcome the Hot Country and the multi-award winner, and that's the one and only Claudia Buckley. Claudia, you're going great in the business.
Oh, thanks very much, Hugh. Yeah, no, we're flying it now at the minute. We're up and down the country in every dance hall from Mitchelstown and Cork up to the Rynedale and Moy. We're everywhere and thoroughly enjoying it. And I open the show every night with my song "Come On In," and it's a great way to get everybody, lively and in good form. And it just welcomes everybody to the show in a great way. And it's went down well with everybody, thank God.
Claudia, you've just launched a great new band also and doing great business all over the country. In fairness to you, you're a mighty operator, and how long are you in business?
Oh God, well, I suppose...
Like as a solo artist?
Yeah, well, I suppose I've been singing since I've been only a tot, and I'm not that much taller since I'm only for the heels. I'm tiny still, but I suppose professionally really since COVID finished and we came back, I suppose I've been doing it since COVID ended, so I want to say about 3 years, but I'm only on the road with my own band in the last 6 months, and we're, thank God, touch wood, we're flying, and everybody's been so supportive to us and so kind, and I can't thank the radio DJs and the venues enough for allowing me and my band to come in and play, and we have a great following behind us, and I'm very lucky.
Of course, you've got a great show also for people to come in when they see it. I mean, if people aren't happy, they're not going to come in, so you do a fabulous show. You must spend a lot of time picking songs and going through things to make sure that everything's right.
No, definitely. We spent hours upon hours. We did 3 or 4 days rehearsals twice. We really took our time to make sure that the show was something special for the dancers, because the dancers know what they're talking about. They've been going to dance halls for 30, 40 years, and I wanted to make sure that my show was up to scratch and that I was keeping it country, and that's what I do and that's what I love, and I'm pretty happy with it at the moment, and I hope everybody else is too.
You've recorded some great singles and a couple of albums. How do you pick tracks as a single and for albums? How do you go about doing that?
I suppose I'd never ever sing anything that I don't like, just for the sake of bringing it out. I've since I was a child, I have a stack of records, CDs, tapes. We're even saying tapes I have in the house, and I would often just root through them, but I do look at the old the real country artists from Nashville, from Memphis, wherever, and I've looked at albums back into the 40s, the 50s, and really old recordings that sometimes people have never even heard of, and they only need revamped. And of course I like to write myself as well, so I turned my hand to writing a lot, especially during COVID, and it's something that I really love. And my upcoming album that is coming out before the end of this year, hopefully the middle of the year, features tracks that I've written myself as well.
Of course, you're listening to country music since you were born, practically, because you're daughter of the mighty and the legendary Jimmy Buckley. Isn't that right?
Yes, yeah, Dad's been a massive influence on my career and my love for music, especially country music. I suppose you could say it runs through my veins at this stage, and me and Dad we're each other's biggest #1 fans. He'll ring me on the way home from his gigs at night time, say, well, how'd you get on tonight? And I say, well, how'd you get on tonight? And that's just the way it goes, and I count myself very lucky to have him.
Isn't that mighty too, isn't it, to have a father and a daughter like that, both in the business and both doing very well in the business, being huge in the business, really? That's very unusual, isn't it?
It is unusual, and I do get asked all the time, how do you feel about your dad being in the business? Do you feel that's pressure? And I've never ever felt that way, hand on my heart. The only way that I feel about it is that I'm able to look back in years to come and say, wasn't I lucky to be able to sing with my dad and have him there with me? So
what's your ambition for the future? I know you're very, very ambitious, so what's your ambition for the immediate future?
Well, I suppose I have a new single coming out. It'll be on the radio in 2 weeks. It's called Driving Me Out of My Mind. It's a class jive, if I do say so myself. So we're going to bring that out, see how it goes. And my real ambition is I would love to be, we're doing great crowds in the dance halls at the minute. I suppose I'd love to be packing them and closing the doors. I'd love to be at the Rynedale one day and say, doors closed, nobody else allowed in. That would be a big goal for me. You're
also great at doing interviews and great at talking to the audience and talking to people after the shows, and I think that's very, very important. Does that all come naturally to you?
Jeez, well, my mum and dad would probably say that I never stop talking, so that's that could be a help. But no, I just be myself. You know, I'm not trying to be anything but what I am. Sometimes I'm clumsy, sometimes I'm, you know, this, that and the other, but I'm just me. And I think just talk to the people who are coming in to see you. They've paid at the door, they've worked hard all week to come in and spend their money, and it's your job to entertain them and be there for them. And I've made a lot of friends out of the people that come to our shows, and you know, the likes of yourself, Hugh, and everybody else. You know, I don't mind talking to anybody. Sometimes my problem is to stop talking.
How can viewers follow you, Claudia?
Viewers can follow me on my Facebook page at Claudia Buckley, my Instagram at Claudia Buckley, my website claudiabuckley.com, and my YouTube channel Claudia Buckley.
Claudia, thank you for joining us on Hot Country, and continued success to you.
Thanks very much, Hugh, and thanks everybody.